He walks in silence, lives in simplicity, commands a nation of 87 million, and influences a region of billions. Rarely seen, almost never heard. Yet when he speaks, his words shake parliaments, fuel revolutions, and terrify Western capitals. He is not just a religious leader. He is the architect of Iran's ideological resistance, the spine behind its foreign policy, and the invisible force in the power vacuum of the Middle East. This is the story of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, the shadow behind the state, and perhaps one of the most underestimated powers of our time. A child of Mashhad. Born in 1939 in Mashhad, a holy city in northeastern Iran, Ali Hosseini Khamenei came into a family of modest means. His father was a respected cleric, but lived a life of hardship. Their house was small, just 2 rooms. The family struggled for food and basic needs. Khamenei was no prince. He was a student, a thinker, a quiet boy immersed in books and Islamic teachings. By the age of 11, he had already memorized much of the Quran. Unlike Western politicians raised in wealth or military institutions, Khamenei was forged in spiritual depth and economic scarcity. As a teenager, he studied under some of the most revered Shia scholars. Among them was Ruhollah Khomeini, the man who would later lead Iran's 1979 revolution. From early on, Khamenei wasn't just studying Islam. He was absorbing revolution, the revolutionary cleric. The 1960s and 70s were dangerous years for Iran's religious elite. The Shah of Iran, backed by the United States, ruled with an iron fist, modernizing rapidly while crushing dissent. Ayatollah Khamenei became a prominent critic of the regime. He distributed banned books, delivered underground sermons, organized students in secret cells. He was arrested multiple times, interrogated, tortured, but never broken. His voice echoed the words of Khomeini, that the Shah was illegitimate and that Islam must return to the heart of the nation. In one interrogation, when asked why he was trying to bring down the monarchy, Khomeini responded, "We are servants of truth, not thrones." When the 1979 Islamic Revolution erupted, the world watched in disbelief. The Shah fled, the monarchy collapsed, and Ayatollah Khomeini returned from exile to lead a new Islamic republic. And by his side was Ali Khamenei, the survivor. In 1981, during a Friday prayer sermon in Tehran, a bomb exploded near the podium. The target? Khamenei. He survived, but his right arm was permanently paralyzed. This was not just an injury, it was a transformation. His survival gave him a symbolic status, a man wounded for the cause, a cleric marked by fire. He didn't retreat, he rose. President Khamenei. After the assassination of Iran's president and prime minister in 1981, the country was in chaos. Iraq had already invaded Iran. War raged on. Khamenei was elected president, becoming the first cleric to hold the position. For 8 years, he led the war-torn nation with discipline and resolve. He worked alongside Khomeini, balancing governance with ideology, war with faith. But his speeches were never fiery. His tone measured, his demeanor calm, his presence commanding. Even then, many believed he was being prepared for something greater. Supreme leader. In 1989, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini died. Iran mourned. The revolution risked losing its soul. Behind closed doors, the Assembly of Experts chose Khamenei to succeed him. It was unexpected. He was not the most senior cleric, but he was trusted, loyal, and, perhaps most importantly, strategically disciplined. Overnight, he became the supreme leader of Iran. And since then, he has never left the seat of power. Presidents came and went. Reformists, hardliners, moderates. But Khamenei has remained the one constant. Not as a politician, but as a spiritual father to the Islamic Republic. The silent power. Ayatollah Khamenei does not rule with tweets or television debates. He rules with silence, with presence, with structure. His face rarely appears in media. His speeches are measured, slow, and steeped in scripture. His power lies in institutions: the Revolutionary Guards, the judiciary, the intelligence services. He does not micromanage. He appoints, he influences, he guides. Unlike Western heads of state, Khamenei is both political and divine. His title Velayat-e Faqih, the guardian of the Islamic jurist, this gives him religious legitimacy to overrule any branch of government. He can veto laws, appoint generals, control media, and yet he lives in a modest home. No gold, no lavish halls. He wears simple black robes, eats simple food, power cloaked in humility, and that is terrifyingly effective. Influence beyond borders. Iran under Khamenei is not just a nation, it's a movement. From Iraq to Syria, from Lebanon to Yemen, the supreme leader's vision is present. In Lebanon, Hezbollah rises not just as a militia, but as a political force loyal to Tehran. In Syria, Iran supported Assad when the world turned its back. In Iraq, Shia militias allied with Iran hold serious political power. In Yemen, the Houthis resist Saudi power with Iranian ideological and material backing. The West calls this destabilizing. Iran calls it resistance. This is not just foreign policy. It is doctrine. Khamenei believes that the oppressed must rise against the arrogant powers, and he views the United States and Israel as symbols of that arrogance. His aim is not conquest, it is survival through influence, to build a regional architecture that outlasts sanctions, wars, and isolation. Austere life. Despite his unmatched power, Khamenei lives in extraordinary simplicity. His house is humble, his shoes worn, his books is true luxury. He reads voraciously, history, theology, poetry, politics. He writes letters to youth around the world, encouraging them to question media narratives. He calls for critical thinking, not blind following. Unlike some Arab monarchs or military rulers, Khamenei's wealth is not personal. He is not a billionaire. His power is spiritual and ideological. This simplicity earns him not only obedience, but respect. Among his followers, he is not just a leader, he is a guide. Beliefs, discipline, and decorum. Khamenei wakes before dawn, prays, reads. His daily life reflects strict discipline. He avoids public shows of wealth, avoids Western fashion or modern excess. His speeches are filled with Quranic references, hadiths, and Persian poetry. He emphasizes resistance, independence, and justice. He has also preserved strict Islamic decorum in the public sphere. Promoting modesty, discouraging celebrity culture, restricting Western influence in schools, movies, and media. His belief system is not just about religion, it's about shielding Iran's identity from cultural erosion. He sees Iran not just as a country, but as a moral civilization. The followers. In Iran, his image hangs in mosques, shops, and homes. Some follow him out of fear, many out of love. He has supporters in universities, the military, and the working class. They call him Rahbar, the leader. They chant his name during protests against Israel and the US. They wear his quotes on banners and tattoos. He has also inspired loyalty abroad, from Shia youth in Lebanon to scholars in Pakistan. His reach is global, but not through armies, through ideology, controversy, and criticism. But no leader this powerful escapes criticism. Human rights groups accuse him of suppressing free speech, jailing dissidents, and controlling elections. Protesters who chant against the regime face harsh crackdowns. The internet is censored, journalists are watched, opposition is tightly managed. And yet, despite decades of sanctions, coups, war threats, cyber attacks, and uprisings, Khamenei has never fled. He has never negotiated away Iran's core ideology. He has never been toppled. To the West, he's an obstacle to democracy. To many in the region, he's a symbol of independence. Legacy in motion. Ayatollah Khomeni is now in his 80s, yet his system is built to outlive him. He has nurtured institutions, a powerful revolutionary guard, religious universities, global networks of influence. He has trained clerics, advised military officers, and written frameworks for governance. His successor may one day change, but his legacy is embedded in Iran's political DNA. Conclusion. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is not loud. He does not boast. He does not trend on Twitter. But he is among the few leaders who have reshaped the Middle East without stepping outside their borders. He has survived war, assassination, revolution, uprisings, and isolation. He leads not with charisma, but with ideology. He walks with silence, but commands with force, and in a region of shifting alliances and rising chaos, his power only grows. If this story challenged your view, if it opened your eyes to the power that hides behind robes and silence, then like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more untold stories of global power. We'll be back soon with another journey into the lives of the world's most powerful and mysterious leaders. Until then, stay informed, stay curious, and stay bold.